Hi everyone! Can you believe it's already August and summer is slowly fading away, which is sad already, but I'm actually falling behind. It's already a week into August and I haven't done the goals report, so here I am. I will keep going with the usual order of starting with our financial goals. For Race to Gain Employment, he did that in February. Save 50% of our income. So overall for 2018, we're at 66%. This does include paying down our mortgage because we decided that was more important than investing right now. In June, we saved a little bit less, but July, we had some carryover from June, I think, because we actually saved more than 100% of our income. So we probably could have saved more in June, but that's okay. We kept up with that. So we're definitely over the 50% mark, so that's kind of exciting to see. Dividend income changes, we're probably not going to hit that one this year unless something drastically changes. Right now we're on track for about a 19% increase. Not amazing, but not terrible either. Like we're at like 80% of our goal, so I'd say like that's still pretty good. I'd like to see it come up a little bit, but we'll see where the rest of the year takes us. Increased net worth, we should be able to do this one, and this part has also impacted our dividends a little bit because we've been paying so aggressively on the house, so that definitely doesn't increase our dividend income, but it does decrease our liabilities. I'm trying to think of the right words to use. So we don't need as much dividend income if we don't have a house payment anymore. So as of August 1st, we had increased our net worth by about 16%. Granted, the stock market has really gone up, so I don't know that that will hold all the way until the end of the year. If it does hold, we're predicted to actually have a 21% increase, which is pretty amazing. But I won't hold my breath on that. I think there's a lot of room for the stock market to move around, which is another reason why we thought it was important to pay down on our mortgage. Tutoring income, I did hit that goal in May. It's kind of fallen off since then. Not many students during the summer. I've had a few, as you can see, but that one is accomplished. YouTube, we did accomplish that one, or earn $15 on YouTube and the blog for AdSense. We did do that. If you haven't already, consider subscribing down below. Would really appreciate your support. We're getting so close to getting remonetized, and that would definitely help us with this goal. We did achieve this, however, $15 is like nothing, especially, I mean, even compared to $100, much less compared to what we'd like to be doing with YouTube. So again, if you haven't, please subscribe. Thanks for being here. Sell $150 of Brand Lily soaps. We did that early on in the year. Sold for a couple of bridal showers, so that was really awesome. That'd be kind of fun to get more into, but I haven't been pushing hard on that because I've been trying to focus on YouTube. Too many things kind of cannibalize each other, but maybe we'll look at that more another year. Stay within budget. We did do that. We actually had a surplus of almost 20 bucks this month in addition to saving 20% of my income. So that was really cool too. Be sure to check out our budget video when that comes out tomorrow, likely. Business goal. So post 150 YouTube videos to the Thriftism channel. We posted 9 videos in July for a total of 61 so far this year. We're not on track yet, but we are posting more content than we have been previously. So we're slowly getting there. I'm still trying to do it. I haven't forgotten about this goal. So we'll see how many videos we can get out in the next, 5 months here. And hopefully we will get that 90, less than 20 videos a month. We should be able to do that, right? 52 blog posts in the year. We did 4 posts in June. Sorry, that should actually be updated to July. for a total of 30 posts. Sorry for not updating that. It should say July, and 30 posts in 2018. So we're not too far behind on that, a little bit behind, but we are getting close on that. For YouTube, we wanted to get 200 subscribers. We did that very early on in the year, and now we just need to remonetize. So we're at, I don't know, 76.5% of our subscribers, and I think we just hit 70% of our watch time. So again, we're getting close. If you haven't already, subscribe. We'd really love your help in getting there. Twitter to 1,000 followers. We did that earlier in the year. Right now, I think August 1st, we were at 1214. I think now we're a little bit more than that. Hasn't been a big push to get more of that. More worried about YouTube right now. Haven't made any progress on these. I don't know if these are going to happen this year or not. Like I said, maybe I set too many far-reaching different area goals, so I don't want to be reaching out to too many areas and then like hurting the other goals that we're working on. So like I don't want to start writing these and then stop producing any YouTube content, because then that's kind of self-defeating. So haven't made progress on this, but they're still in the back of my mind. Thrifty Fit, oh my gosh, I've been talking about this forever. I do have really good ideas, filmed a couple, wrote the intro blog, but haven't filmed the intro YouTube post. And I have ideas of what I want to do. I just don't entirely know how to do it without a camera person, and I'm kind of without a camera person right now. But I will try to do this. Otherwise, maybe instead of doing it on YouTube, I'll just try and post some of the workouts on the blog. We'll see, but it's still in the back of my mind. Sorry that I haven't followed through on this earlier this year. Math practice book, haven't really made more progress on that. Hopefully I'll get to that one of these weekends here. 52 videos to the Roland Tutoring channel. I apparently didn't update June on any of this PowerPoint, so I'm sorry about that. That again should say July, but the numbers are up to date this time. I can show you how scatterbrained I am right now. I did 2 posts in July for a total of 11 in 2018. I don't know that we'll hit 52 unless I just sit down one night and knock out, like, what do I need, 41 more videos? Sorry, my math is really slow right now. And I mean, I could do that. We will see. That hasn't been a priority for the YouTube channel, but I might be looking at that more here coming up also. Fitness goal. This one's just probably not going to happen. Not too concerned about it. It's not like I'm just desperate to lose weight. I have something that'd be nice to do, but I obviously haven't been focusing on it enough, so I'm just going to say I'm not going to be devastated if this one doesn't happen. There's always next year, right? Complete 130-day challenge. We did this. This was an awesome challenge. Be sure to check it out if you want some like nice strengthening beginners challenge, or even just to like relax if you're super stressed out and like your muscles are really tight. This is great for that, but it does have some strength training in a yoga way along with that stretching and relaxation. Work out 4 times a week. We have been doing this, like I said last month. We've still been playing volleyball once a week. So that's been a good workout, and working on the house has been a good workout. I'm going to count that as a workout. I've also still been walking anywhere from a half hour to an hour a day at work, whether it's over lunch hours, breaks, whatever. And then I have been able to get in a couple runs and stuff like that. So it's sad that the weight thing isn't following this, but at least we're living a healthier lifestyle, even if weight loss isn't part of that. Mental goals. Read 6 self-improvement books. I haven't gotten very far on these. I have my book sitting right here so that I will read it while I'm waiting for stuff to upload, but I haven't been doing that. So we'll get there though. There's still plenty of time left in the year. 6 additional books. Still, these 3 books we still haven't finished Inferno. Like I said, we're reading that one together out loud, and it seems like we haven't had like downtime that we're like, hey, let's read a book, because every time we're both home, we're like, we should work on the house. But we will finish that sometime this year. I also just applied to be part of another online book club, so I'm hoping to add a 4th one to this list, kind of like that How to Walk Away. I would get to be part of that book club, and I would have to review it, obviously. But that would be cool, because it always sends me books that like I wouldn't necessarily consider reading otherwise. And it's kind of nice because it like forces you to relax and read, because other times I'm like, I have so much to do, I shouldn't just sit here and read, which is kind of taking away from the benefits of reading. So that's really good too. But on track for our 6 additional books. Attend church. We didn't attend church. I have started downloading like sermon podcasts so that I can still listen to church, and I do that a few times a month. I know that's not quite the same, and I haven't started streaming our church's services yet, but I have been listening, so at least it's somewhat involved. It's not like I'm writing that out of my life, but we should still try and start going more. I completed that financial markets course. I haven't decided what my second course is going to be yet. There's a couple I'm looking at. One is how to teach English online, which would be helpful for tutoring. Another one is Intro to Italian, which might be fun to take before we go to Rome, so not sure on that one yet, but I'm sure I will update this at some point and actually take another course. Duolingo, I don't think Race has been doing this. He's actually kind of picked up another job in a sense, so he's working his full-time job and another one kind of part-time. He had to sort of do that. It's a weird situation, but so he's working 2 jobs right now, so I don't think he has time for this, and working on the house, so eventually we'll come back to this, but that may not happen this year. Miscellaneous goals. This is our fun, our travel, social, relationship, house, hobby, everything that didn't fall in the other categories goals. Host 2 game nights. We hosted one back in April. We are trying for another one while it's still warm out so we can do outdoor games. Our house is still kind of a work in progress, so we're hoping to get the outside finished before we have people over. I'm not sure if that'll happen or if we will just have to have people over. We did have someone over last weekend, but that wasn't for a game night, so it doesn't really count. Attend one monthly social outing. So we do always go to Zumba on Tap. That's why I left the Zumba picture up there. We've also done the volleyball once a week, so that's kind of a social outing and a workout. We also have had a few friends over, and I had a friend that's back in town just for a couple of weeks before she's actually moving to the Philippines, which is crazy. I mean, awesome, but like crazy to think about. So I got to hang out with her a couple times, and my high school reunion was last month, so I did go to that. So I had quite the social month, which is probably why my other goals kind of took a fall there, but it was a very fun month, and we'll keep going hopefully this month, but get a few more productive things done too. Visit family one time each month. So we had my sister and my niece's birthday this month, so we didn't actually go to town, but 2 of my grandmas came to town and visited us, and my aunt came to town and visited us, and then Race's dad came to town twice this month and visited us. So we saw a lot of family, super fun, but we did not go out of town, but I'm going to count that as goal accomplished because we saw a lot of people last month. Travel to Mexico. We did that back in January and are looking forward to next year's Mexico already, hopefully. Complete one additional trip. We have our tickets to Rome. I'm slowly working on planning that. I don't have all of the cities picked for sure yet or all of what we're doing. If you are a big Italy fanatic or have been there and love something, or even if you've just read about something that sounded like super awesome, I would love to hear about it in the comments, and I will try to go there. We're going to try to be doing a lot of vlogs from Italy. No promises on that, but we're going to try to do a lot of them. So if you have suggestions or anything you'd like to see, let me know in the comments. Shoot me a message. We'll be going for sure to Rome and hopefully to Florence and Venice. And then I'm thinking maybe Pompeii and maybe Pisa. Open to suggestions. If we can fit anything else in there, I will try to stop somewhere along the way. Or if you know of something in those towns, let me know for sure. Photo books, we completed that. Handmade Christmas, still haven't made anything. I'm waiting to order some of the stuff that I want to be able to make this. Also, we've been really busy canning from the garden, so we haven't started on this. We will need to very soon if we're going to do this. I'm not sure if we'll hit this or not, but we will try. Candles, not a concern at all. This is such a minor goal compared to the other ones that we'll see if that even happens. Wax melts, I'm still waiting for the wax to go back on sale. I missed the 20% off sale and I just can't bring myself to pay full price now for something that like isn't a necessity. So I'm still in a holding pattern with that. Can 40 quarts of green beans and 100 quarts of tomatoes. So I put 7 quarts of beans as of August 1st. We actually canned again last night. So we have 10 quarts of beans and 3 quarts of tomatoes so far. Tomatoes, we probably won't hit 100. We're boiling the tomatoes down so much more this year, and we're actually making it into more of a tomato paste. Just to make it more usable, because you can always add water back in, but it takes a long time to boil the water out. So we might not hit that, but we are about 1/4 of the way with the green beans and, I don't know, 3% of the tomatoes so far if you want to keep that 100 quart goal. Complete one house project. We are re-siding the house. That's one picture of Grace working on the house. We are much further than that, but I haven't taken more pictures yet. We're currently working on putting up the trim. We put in a new door last weekend, and then we bought paint and primer, so as soon as we get the trim up, we can start painting, and then hopefully I'll get pictures, and I will hopefully get that time-lapse video up as soon as we paint, but I want to include that because I feel like it'll look cool. And maybe it won't, but you'll have to wait either way. Install basement windows, we did that in May, I think. I mean, we got it done, but I think that was in May. Contribution goals, I haven't been volunteering a whole lot just because there hasn't been as much going on. That will pick up in August here with Society of Women Engineers starting up. And I got asked to be part of Code Girl again. I haven't decided if I have time or not to be part of that because last year was just very hectic when I had volunteer events once or twice a week, and then I was tutoring 2 or 3 nights a week, and it got to be just a little bit overwhelming. So I haven't decided yet on that. I think that 10 nights a month is too much, maybe. Not to sound selfish, but it does take a toll on your mental health when you're working and volunteering and trying to do other side things. So maybe that is selfish, but I don't want to be a mentor and be burnt out because then I'm not a very good mentor either. So how are your goals coming along? What are your goals? I would love to hear about them in the comments. Tell me, how are you staying motivated? It's so far into the year that it seems like it's so easy to write off some of the goals. What are you doing to try and stay motivated with that? Did you come up with new goals that you added in recently, or did you write some off? Let me know in the comments. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We would be forever grateful if you would subscribe and help us reach that goal. So thank you again for joining.